Guess who is hotter than ever?
I'm still hot. I'm still hot. Guess what? I'm still hot. I'm still hot.
That's America's grandmother, Betty White, who is as popular as ever. She just turned 90 years old. Everyone loves Betty White.
Now, a lot of us first saw her in the Mary Tyler Moore Show or the Golden Girls, but she has been as popular as ever just recently. And maybe it was that Snickers commercial where she was playing the muddy football with some young men.
That's classic right there.
Well, she's kept it up and just recently debuted as the host of the funny show Off Their Rockers, where senior citizens prank younger people.
And then last year, a survey reported that Betty was the most popular and trusted celebrity. Whatever it is, we love Betty. So how can we be more like Betty? Studio 5 relationship coach Matt Townsend here to help us discover exactly how we can be like Betty.
It's pretty simple. Gray hair, 90 years. New
White
hips.
shoulders. New hips.
New hips makes you feel younger, look younger. Isn't that amazing? She's coming alive at 90.
And there's something about her. She's sort of a little sassy, but still lovable, too, you know?
Well, see, so to me, that's what it's about. It's the sassy, lovable. See, I think Amy's sassy and lovable, too.
Thanks, Matt. Well, you know, I just read her autobiography, and she started on a radio show doing kind of what we do on the browser, just talking about a variety of subjects, and so I think she just has that ad-lib. She can just do whatever.
Yeah, and I think you can get away with things when you're 90 that you can't get, like, you know what I mean? You can talk to yourself. Yeah. You can do a lot of stuff that you couldn't do, and then like that, pick the video of her getting hit by a football player. I'm sure she had a stunt double. But the neat thing about Betty White, I think, is she has this way of seeing life, her paradigm. Okay, so 3 things I want you to focus on. Because to me, these are 3 things that Betty White does that we can all do in our lives. Okay, first thing, sense of humor. Betty White can find the funny in anything. And I think the neat thing is to have a sense of humor as you're getting older. You have more. Now remember, humor is kind of being able to see the irony, the ironic, the paradox that's going on in life, and then being able to point it out and say it. How many of us could get through life better if we could find the funny? Yeah. And there's funny stuff going on with your kids, your grandkids. So she has a quote that I love that's about this sense of humor. If one has no sense of humor, one is in trouble. If one can't get through life seeing the funny, one is going to have a very, very long life. And it probably not to 90 kind of life. You're probably going to live to 60, but it's going to feel like it's gone forever.
And I can imagine people saying, like, oh, well, it's easy for her to be funny. She doesn't have a toddler she's trying to potty train, and she doesn't have kids running to soccer and stuff. She's, you know, she's got a nice life. But I think also, when you're 90, you can say the same thing. What do I have to laugh about?
That's right. I mean, you read her biography. Her life was, it's fun, but she had a life. She had family. And
she didn't have
any
kids
family?
Or anything.
She didn't have anybody?
No.
Oh, no wonder.
But yeah, so she's fancy free. But no, that's something we tell our kids all the time, right? I tell my kids that if you can't laugh at yourself, you're going to be in trouble. And so not only finding the funny, I think, but being able to laugh at ourselves.
And at yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, and let people tackle you for crying out loud. Did you see the video, the 90-year-old woman dancing with all these men without clothes? I mean, that was weird. And did you notice what she was doing? She was feeding them. So it wasn't even about seduction. She was feeding the men. That's what grandmas do.
That's what grandmas do.
So another one is her unwillingness to retire or slow down. She's not going to slow down.
She's 90 years old.
She's 90. Yeah. I mean, 90. So think of anyone you know out there that's 90. And she's out in commercials and doing television and brand new shows. So she's unwilling to slow down. I worry about people that are gauging their entire life so they can retire and then slow down. And she's one that doesn't want to retire and slow down. Apparently, she hasn't slowed down her whole life. She's been going and going and going and going. So here's a great quote that she has. Retirement is not in my vocabulary. They aren't going to get rid of me that way. I'm not going to let you retire me out, right? Oh, and so I think of this as like, I know people that the minute they retire, they start to die. They start to not have a vision, they not have a purpose, they don't have a goal. So I think we all need to be a lot more like Betty. We're not going to retire. We're not even going to use, now it doesn't mean you don't work, you just work differently.
And there's even something to be said, because I'll let you know, I'm sort of looking forward to retiring at some point. I'm looking forward to not coming to punch in a card every single day. Yeah, sorry to burst your bubble. But I think there's a mental thing you can still learn from Betty in the fact that she's still not going to slow down. Even if you were to retire, or even if you're
retire, yeah, you can leave
30,
your job.
You're 35, and you still say, I'm not going to slow down, or I'm not going to mentally retire from whatever it is.
But I think that's what happens is we think when we're done, we're just going to finally get a breath. Or when we're finally done with our work. The problem with it is we do slow down. There is something called eustress. It's healthy stress. You need tension in your life. People don't like that idea. But it's like, how effective is aerobic exercise if there's never any stress related to it? Tension.
Plus, in reading her book, I'll tell you that she is a grateful person. Just grateful for every job, no matter what it was. Grateful to be on a game show, you know,
gratitude.
Just gratitude.
The attitude of gratitude, and that might even get us to the last one, is she had a joie de vivre.
What did she have?
I think it's like an infection. Can they remove
that or something?
Yeah, it's her joy of life.
Oh.
She just was grateful. She enjoyed life. She still enjoys it at age 90. I mean, seriously, 90.
Yeah.
Getting up and going to work, and she loves it, and it's exciting. What a great way to go out of your life, showing the people around you that, you know what, I'm going to be going full bore. And here's her quote. Listen to this. Old age is not a surprise. We knew it was coming. Make the most of it. So you may not be as fast on your feet, and the image in the mirror may be a little disappointing, but if you are still functioning and not in pain, gratitude should be the name of the game.
I called it.
You knew it. It's like you read ahead. You read the bio. See, gratitude. So, I mean, amazingly, we could find joy in life just by being grateful for the life we've got. And be grateful every single day. A, that we woke up. That's a good sign.
Yeah.
And B, that we have somewhere to go, people that love us and people that care.
Well, Betty, she's one to follow.
There we go.
90-something years young.
Just turned 90 years old. She's a role model for us all, you know?
She totally is. And you know what? Let me help you all feel younger.
Please do.
Because I have this new thing online, and it's rocking. I hate to get so excited about it, but I'm never going to retire.
It's your joie
It's my joie de vivre.
Whatever that is.
Here's what I do. I have online, if you go to my website, Townsend Relationship Center, I have all of my women's classes that teach you how to feel younger, how to get a mission like Betty White, how to be grateful, gratitude, plus all my date nights. Everything's online. All you got to do is go to townsendrelationshipcenter.com. It's normally $27 a month, and you get access to all these new classes every week. Or right now, if you go and you type in Studio 5, all the Studio 5 viewers get $1 access. For $1, you get a whole month's worth of classes. 80 hours are on there right now. And it'll teach you how to be like Betty White.
Awesome.
Get a little
Joie de vivre.
whatever that thing is.
I don't know what it is.